Mark, first home game for a while and probably just exactly what you wanted from it.
Yeah, a winning clean sheet, yeah, it's exactly what we wanted. We've been on a decent little run, I think, and it's good to be home, it's good to be back at home, and it's good to get the 3 points at home as well.
And obviously that means 10 matches unbeaten now, and I know it's been building steadily over the last few weeks, but to be able to put a run like that together is potentially, when you look back at the end of the season, might become part of it, a key part of it.
Yeah, I think, it's a cliche, but we're just looking at what's coming. We've got a tough game Tuesday and a tough game against Saturday, and it's just about doing what we're doing, trying to be better all the time, because I think at times today we could have been much better. Second half I thought we were excellent, but first half I thought we was poor, and that's what, I want us to be better. I want us to put a 90-minute performance together.
What did you think changed in the second half? I know it's maybe the full-backs perhaps got forward a bit more in the second half than they had in the first, but what else do you think?
I thought we got control of the game in midfield. I think the way they play is difficult, because every time the ball goes out in your half, it's a minute while they load the throw-ins up, and that's up to them. It's a weapon, of course, it's a good weapon, but it slows the game down and there's no momentum to the game. And I thought second half, because we kept the ball a lot better, they couldn't then get into our half, and that negated their sort of main weapon. So I think from that point of view, and then we started sort of putting a foothold into the game, and chances started to come forward then.
They were making you work hard to clear the set pieces, especially the throws in the first half, wasn't it? It wasn't just a case of you get one header out, it was almost like you clear one header and then there was a bit of a goalmouth scramble there, but that's your good desire, getting the bodies in the way and preventing the chances.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as I said, it's a brilliant throw, it's flat, it's right on the money, they've got good movement, they've got bodies in the box, and it's a bounceable ball. It's the second phase, second ball, and at times it falls for them and at times it falls for us, and Tony's made a great save, hasn't he? And I think he's made a double save, and lads are through the bodies in, and that's what you got to do against that weapon. And I thought Josh come back for every throw in, and it's tough, innit? You're coming back for every throw, and but as the game wore on, I thought we got better and defending much better. And I think there was a couple of fouls on Tony, and another day was just a free kick and we moved on. What
did you make of Stefan's goal? I mean, I think he said when he was coming off that he meant it, but he did really well to steer it into that top corner as he did.
Yeah, it'll go down as a great finish, won't it? I think it was a good play, brilliant from Bowen to break lines, and obviously what he's really good at, Bowen, he finds that pass, and it's a great pass, and I'm actually saying outside of a touch, so what do I know? But it was, any goal that goes in, I'm made up with anyway.
I think I said when he came off that he can get away with it if he's Spanish, saying that you meant that. He probably wouldn't get away with it if he was English. Yeah. But obviously Steph, he's not had many minutes in recent weeks. You decided to put him in from the start today. What was your rationale behind that?
We just thought we needed to just keep it fresh, keep rotating a little bit, because the young lads, Steph, Matty, Luke Duffy, Isaac, they're young and they're inexperienced. They might not be like real teenagers, but they're inexperienced regarding minutes and men's football within this level. So it's important at times you've got to dip them in and out. They don't always enjoy that, but it's important that we've got to pick the right time when they can come in. And usually Steph, when he comes back after a bit of a layoff, comes back well, and he proved that today as the game more on, he become more influential.
How important was that first goal? Because there was a little bit of a, if the stalemate had carried on a bit longer, it was difficult, because you wouldn't have wanted to pull one of the strikers off at 0-0, would you? But it was a bit like, well, how else could you have changed it?
Yeah, I think it goes another 10 minutes. We would change it. We'd have to maybe change system or something just to try and affect the game and try and win the game, because we're at home and want to try and win games. So I think that would probably would have come.
Obviously, you lost Eddie Clark this week. Where does that leave you in terms of the squad size? There's a lot of comments about the small squad size. Is that something that you're looking at working on?
Yeah, it's 100% something we're looking at. We've only got 15 players. Obviously, Jay's going to get a ban as well, so that takes us down to 14. It's not enough, but we can't just pick players from anywhere. We've got to be selective with it. There's no point in signing players for the sake of it. They've got to come in and be as good as, if not better. And to get them to be as good as, if not better, we need a money tree, and we haven't got one. So it's important that we're on the lookout, which we're doing sort of 24/7, and hopefully we might have one or two over the line the next week or so. But we are actively looking, but we're not going to bring people in just for the sake of it. We want people who to come in and play. We've got a squad of 15 that anyone can play, and we need to bring that quality in, and it's not that easy to find.
And looking ahead to Tuesday night, is it just a case of same again against Lancaster?
I think it'll be a tough game. I think they've had a really good run. I don't know how they've gone on today, but they're always tough to play against. They've got a good shape about them, and they work really hard for each other, and I think it'll be a really tough game. So we've got to be ready for that. Just have to see how everybody is tomorrow and take it from there.